Today, our champion, Steve Renaud of Southbridge, faces the challenge of John Miller of Chicopee on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and I guess just about everybody knows by now that this program is on videotape. We do our taping sometimes several weeks before you see the telecast, and we do it here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts. It's always 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, and it is total pinfall which will determine our winner. He'll be rewarded with a handsome trophy from the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. The runner-up receives a smaller but otherwise identical version to indicate he was a participant on our show. We have guaranteed prize money of $1,150. $700 goes to the winner, $300 goes to the runner-up, $50 to the winner of each string, and obviously, should they tie, they would split it at $25 apiece. I have here a certificate from True Value Hardware Stores and Home Centers. That's worth $50, and it will go to our marksman of the day, the bowler who has the most marks. We have other opportunities for our bowlers to make a little money. I'll tell you about that as we go along, but right now, let's meet today's bowlers, shall we? Let's have John come up here first, because I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half or so, but...
Well, you said you'd be back.
Yeah, I just felt that I was going to
You're a
come back.
determined son of a gun.
I was this year anyways, yeah.
You two have something in common, obviously. I mean, you and Jeff Atkins were the doubles champions of the state tournament last year.
Right.
And Steve and his dad have done it so far this year.
Yeah,
how about
there and
that?
watched them bowl that last night.
Okay, now, let me ask you about this, because this is new on your card here. It says John Miller is part owner of Pampera Pet sitting service. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, my fiancé and I decided to start a pet sitting service. We feel it's a good alternative to kenneling your pet. What we do is we go into people's homes and sit their pets while they're away on vacation.
How about, now, is that just in Chicopee or all over the Springfield area?
Well, we're running a 20-mile radius from Granby, which is north of Chicopee, but Northampton, Amherst area.
Are you in the Yellow Pages?
Not yet, but they start them in the fall, so we'll be in the fall.
You'll be there. Okay, and Steve, tell me about it. Here, you and your dad rolling right along. Let the folks see you. Don't be looking at me. Look at them, okay?
Yeah, last night we had a good night bowling. Won men's doubles. Stayed open.
Now, are you still alive so far as the singles, like you're defending champion?
And that's next weekend. Gonna try and defend it.
Obviously, we are talking about, we're on tape, and when you see this will have already occurred, but that we can only talk about it right now. All I can say to you right now is good luck then, and good luck to both of you today.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you, Tom.
Okay. We'll get underway right after this. Hey, I didn't mean to knock you down. Sir John Miller of Chicopee. He leaves 2, the 7 and 8. John, an excellent candlepin bowler, as most of you know. Representing the Westfield Bowling Center, currently a league average of 130. One of the few with a high single over 200, 205, and a high triple, 496. Tried to use some wood and sweep it from right to left, but it didn't work. Nine box. This is the 24th overall appearance on this show for John Miller. A little too full on the head pin. John is a member of the United States South team. The World Team Champions 2 years in a row, 1985-86 and 86-87. That's in the competition with the Canadian teams. We've already mentioned that he was the 86 Men's NBA Open Doubles champion along with Jeff Atkins. Jeff is here today in our audience rooting for his buddy. A 10. Now Steve Renaud from Southbridge, Massachusetts, with a league average of 128, our defending champion, with a high single of 187 and a high triple of 471. He has a spare lead with the 1 and 2. He beat Dan Lasko last week, 390, 361, and starts off with a spare. we talked, and we explained, of course, that we tape several weeks before you actually see the telecast, and Steve's still alive in the state championships for defending his singles title. He gets an 8 drop, but he will have a difficult spare lead because the 2 pins that are standing are the 2 and 8. Boy, are they easy to take out when you're chopping wood. But when you're going after them for a spare, oh, yes, he got the sidewall action and made it. Now, John Miller. John Miller is a former participant in our championship show. That was back in '85. That will be on August the 29th. $20,000 True Value Championship. Everything except the 10. It's a 9. John made his first appearance on our show back in 1974. Boy, he made a spectacular start. He came on and rolled a 411 in beating Russ Temple. The 5 and 9 are the 2 pins remaining. After beating Russ Temple with that 411, John then, let's see, how many weeks was he on? 10 weeks. Made a spare. Finally lost to Fred Spintig in the 10th week. 3 marks in a row. Any combination of strikes or spares in the same string is worth $50. And let's see whether or not Steve Renaud can get it. Right now, he has, for a moment, he thought he was going to have the 9-pin topple into the 6 and give him a strike. He has 6 and 9 to pick up for $50 in bonus money. He does it. So he has started off with 3 marks in a row. Now, after establishing that 3 marks in a row, each mark from now on, as long as he can make them consecutive in this same string, will be worth $50 apiece. 4 horsemen, right side. And he misses by 1 pin, the head pin. Makes it a 10. All right, this is the first time we take a check on the scoreboard. The bowlers do too. They take a little break. And there it is, after 4 boxes in the first string, our defending champion, Steve Renaud, 62. Our challenger today, John Miller, 38, with a bonus ball yet to roll. Everything except the 7. A 10. Two full on the head pin. He still has 6 pins, and 2 of them are side by side, the 2 and the 3. John not getting very good leaves. Pretty 10. Nice shot. All right, here's Steve Renaud, defending state champion, and the winner with his father of the open doubles this year. There are a few more results which I'll pass along to you as we move along. Let's watch Steve now. Steve with a big hammer. Everything except the 9-pin. And And another mark. He's off to an excellent string. Spread eagle, so he gets just 4. And the 2 wings are there. One more. Second to Steve and his dad, Harry, in the men's Massachusetts Bowling Association Men's Open were Jim Kelly and Steve Popolo. And third were Joe Tavernese and Tom Senemy. Who can forget Joe Tavernese rolling a 425 and losing? There's a hammer. John Miller gets himself a strike. He has 2 strikes in a row. And 3 strikes in a row, there'll be an additional bonus of $1,000. So we'll wait to see John Miller come up again. Now Steve Renaud. Four down, 6 still to go. Head pin still there. He gets the head pin this time, and he makes the spare. Already at 92 with a bonus ball to throw. And 3 more boxes. Seven more. 99. Incompleted. Of course, he has 7 more, which is at 106 right now, plus... Yes! The ball came back. The ball came back and knocked down the 10-pin. $50 in bonus money already on the card for our defending champion, Steve Renaud. Now, is it going to be 3 in a row? No, John Miller did not get 3 in a row. But he has a spare, so he has 2 marks in a row. Make that 3 marks in a row. $50 in bonus money for John Miller. Thin hit. Just 4. $7. Steve Renaud. Already at 109. 2 marks in a row. $8 is the drop. Now he wants the piece of wood to stay in play. He's got the 7 and 8 side by side. He wants a piece of wood so he can do something. He has 2 of them. And one, the end of it is touching the 8, and then there's another piece of wood touching that. So he will try to do something where he can move the wood into the 8 and then get the 7 with either the ball or the movement of the wood across. He moved it, but didn't quite get it. $9. 126. He needs 6 pins in order to win the string and pick up another $50 in bonus money. He's got it. Oh, baby. Strike, 136. So chalk up another $50 for Steve Renaud for winning the first string. 2 bonus balls. He's at 136. He didn't like that, threw up his hands. Got 4. He still has the 1, 2 as object pins, plus the 6, 7, 8, and 10. Total of 8 more. 144. A 13-pin lead in the match for our defending champion, young Steve Renaud. And the score at the end of 1. Steve Renaud 144, John Miller 131. This is the middle string. That means our defending champion leads it off. He is Steve Renaud of Southbridge. Steve is single and is employed as an auto body repairman, representing the Hippodrome lanes in Southbridge. He is single. He had a 714 in winning his roll-off for 5 strings, as you know. John Miller had a 703. One 810, but he didn't get the head pin. It's a 10. All but the 10. Made it. Boy, that was perilously close. Almost went in the gutter, but he made it. Now, John Miller. The 6 refused to go, otherwise it's a strike. So he'll be working on that single pin. Made it. Bonus ball. 7 is the drop. And he'll be working on the right with the 3 and 6, and over on the left on the 7, 2 pieces of wood in between. Nope, didn't go. Just the 3 and 6, but not the 7. There was a roadblock. That piece of wood wouldn't let him get at the 7. Now Steve Renaud comes up, and he is working on a spare, so he has a bonus ball to roll. In case you just joined us, Steve, our defending champion, rolled a 144 first. John Miller a 131. 7 is the fill. Ralph Stewart calls time. He's got a loose pin coming up this way, and once it goes past the deadwood line, he will remove it. Those of you who may not be familiar with Candlepin bowling, there is a deadwood line which is exactly 24 inches, 2 feet from the center of the number 1 pin, this way toward the bowler. If wood is behind it, it must stay there. If it touches it or comes this way, it will be removed. A 10. Janie Cartier keeping score on that big scoreboard today, and Keith Williams keeping score beside me. Everything except the kingpin, the number 5. Our referee and lob line judge, Ralph Stewart. Look at those shoes. We had a comment about that from one of our viewers. Said it just wouldn't be right if Ralph didn't have those shoes. You got to give him a break, though. When summertime comes, I think he's going to go to his dockside. All right, here's John Miller. He has the diamond to work on to try to convert. And that, as those of you who have been watching Candlepin Bowling for a long time or participating in it know that that's a tough spare lead. Nope, diamond wins again. There they are. And look at those socks, will you? Aren't they beautiful? A 9. All right, John still has 6 pins up. Yes, he made it. A nice spare. And so he'll sit down for a few moments and contemplate that as both bowlers will be coming up again, working on bonus balls on strikes in the 4th. Because at the end of 4 right now, it is Steve Renaud 47 and John Miller 35, each with a bonus ball yet to roll. Steve Renaud working on a spare. Here's the bonus ball about to be thrown. He got a thin hit. Just 4. Diamond on the right, plus the 4-7 on the left. But he has wood to help. Nope, didn't get it. Just one more. It's an 8. Continuing with our cast here, Phil Rubin, of course, is our producer and director. And Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. And incidentally, I'd like to tell you that Don is a former participant on Wheel of Fortune, and he's continuing his national television career. He's going to be seen next Tuesday on Scrabble, and that'll be on NBC. He'll be a contestant there. Next Tuesday, June 2nd. All right, John Miller now working on his spare. Here he goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A hammer. Last time John had strike, he put 2 together. All right, first ball gets him 7. Now he has 3, 9, 10. Nice shot. But the 9's still there. Steve Renaud. He got a break there. Back door. Now he has the 10 pin only, and he has wood in front of it. He made it. Strike on his spare. John Miller from Chicopee. I have a letter from Chicopee that I have to make reference to, and I will when we get an opportunity. John will be working on a split here. On the right-hand side, he has 3, 6, 10. On the left, he has 4, 7. Nope, in a little too deep. The letter from Chicopee, I won't mention the name of the person simply because she was correcting me, but I'm correcting her, so there's no point in pointing out the name. She says, a correction from your statement, you mentioned only two men have made 4 strikes in a row on this show. How about Tim Lipke? He wasn't mentioned, and I saw the program myself. It was done either 2 or 3 years ago, the year he won the championship. Well, not so. Tim had 3 in a row, and we were positive of that. But just to be sure, we asked him. And he said, no, I sure wish I had 4 in a row, but I was very happy with the 3 in a row. So the lady who sent the letter knows her name, and she knows, but I'm not going to mention her name since I am correcting her. Okay? Now, Steve Renaud has 2 marks in a row here with a spare and a strike. He has 2 bonus balls, but now he's wound up with side-by-side pins in the 5 and 6, and in the back, the 9 and 10. Got a little piece of wood that might... Now, he got 3 of them, which is just about all you can expect when you have the parallel pins. 9 is the fill, and he'll be trying to make this a 10 box. He did. Steve won all the bonus money in the first string. 3 marks in a row in the first 3 boxes, and he also won the first string. All right, 2, 4, and 10. A little too far left. He had to brush by that 2 pin, which is what he wanted to do, but he went too far left. 127. So John Miller needs 27 pins to win this string. He'd like a few more. Everything but the kingpin, the 5. For a spare, he has it. $111. Next ball will be counting in both boxes. Bonus in the 9th and first ball in the 10th. He gets 5, but it's going to be tough. Now he has to mark. Oh, and he didn't quite. So the best he can do is roll a 126. So give Steve Renaud another $50 for winning the middle string. And the lead now goes to 14 pins as we go into the 3rd. There it is, his 126. John Miller's to Steve Renaud's 127. Adds 1 more pin to the lead of Steve Renaud. He had 13 after 1. Now he has 14. 271 to 257. John Miller leading off in the 3rd. One, 2, 9, and 10. Nope, 9 and 10 still there. I told you I'd try to pass along to you congratulations to some of the winners in the Massachusetts Bowling Association State Championship. They will be complete by the time you are viewing this, but at least I can congratulate those that I'm aware of as I'm doing this taping. The mixed open teams final. The team from Framingham won that one. Kathy Delafontaine, Shelley Carr, Lee Bergeron, Jack Sanek. The diamond wins again. The women's open doubles final was won by Sharon Rawson of Greenfield and Marianne Kelly of Stoneham. It's a 9 box for John. The mixed open doubles final won by Vi Byron of Manchester, New Hampshire, and Tim Lipsky of Londonderry, New Hampshire. The women's open teams final was Canton, Barbara Marlowe, Chris Coaches, Kathy Dunn, Helen Larson, and Barbara Murphy. And the men's open teams final was Norwood, Joe Tavernese, George Gillis, no relation, Fred Spintig, Billy Travers, and Jim Putney. Nope, one pin. So those were the ones in addition to the men's doubles, which was won by this young man and his father, Steve and Harry Reno. Steve Renaud leading the match by 14. Actually by 16 now. He's at a 10 opposite the 8. Four horsemen right side. Missed the head pin. That True Value Championship show, $20,000 in prize money, will be on the 29th of August. Tom Olsta is top seed with his 446. John Miller on the line. And is he going to get another? Nope. The 8-pin wouldn't go. After Tom Olsta, there's Peter Flynn, 435, Dan Lasko, 426, Joe Tavernese, 425, Rich Hallis, 422. The alternate, Phil Clough, 418. Spare for John. The incredible thing is that the 4th and 5th place bowlers, and actually the alternate, but in this case, Joe Tavernese with his 425 and Rich Hallis with his 422, those were losing scores. But we specify the 5 highest 3-string totals since the last one. Not winning, but highest 3-string totals. A 10 for John. 17 pin. Let's see. Where do we see what he does here? He's opposite a spare 5, so we'll hold off until the next 2 boxes and see what it'll turn out to be. He has the 4 and 7 over on the left, and he has 2 pieces of wood. One of them in good position, the other one a little dangerous. I think it's close enough so that he can still bang it into the piece of wood and get the 4-7. I don't think it'll be a roadblock. It wasn't. He matched John Miller in the sense of having a 5 for a fill on the spare. Object pin becomes the 3. He made it! Pretty spare. A very pretty spare. No. John Miller down to 6 boxes now to try to make up a deficit which has been growing. As Steve Renaud continues. Ralph Stewart calls time, wants to go down, take a check on that piece of wood. Is it or isn't it? Now it's rolling toward the four horsemen. And it knocks down 2 more pins. Now, the 6 and the 10. That's what John Miller faces instead of the 4 horsemen. And incredibly, John missed it as the ball hopped over and took down the 10, but not the 6. It's a 10 box, and now he's down to 5 boxes left. Four horsemen left side. Next week's challenger will be Dick O'Connell of Brockton. He's the former World Candlepin Bowling Congress Pro Bowler of the Year. And John leads it a 7. Steve Renaud with 2 marks in a row. Seven is the fill, and he has an opportunity for bonus money for 3 marks in a row with a little triangle. We know, all of us, that these are not as easy as they look, but with a bowler who bowls as fast or as hard as Steve Renaud, then usually you can get that as long as you hit the pocket. And he did perfectly, as you saw. So give him another $50 in bonus money. He gets 7 is the fill here. It'll be tough because he has 5 and 6 side by side, plus the 10. Got the 6 and 10. The 9. John Miller down to his final 4. Now he has a triangle to work on for a spare. It's the 2, 4, and 5. That's what we see more often on that triangle. Getting 2 of them, but not all of them. For John. Now Steve Renaud. Up by 33 pins. And is he going to get a strike? Almost. The 6 pin's still there. Boy, he gets a lot of action. Oh, does he get a lot of action. He really fires that ball. And with amazing accuracy. He may have a roadblock here. He's got a piece of wood in front of that 6. Let's see if he can get it. He did get it. But it was perilously close to being a roadblock. And he gets a break here. He has only the 10 pin to pick up now. And he made that for a spare. John Miller has a strike. Here's the first bonus ball. Too far left. Missed the head pin. All except the 9 pin. A 10. Four horsemen, right side. Made it. So he has a spare in the last. He's at 108. 115. John congratulating Steve Renaud, who comes up now with 2 marks in a row. He's already at 107. He wants a 129 to hit 400 and get another $100 in bonus money. He can. 113. And let's see, he has the 3, 7, 9, and 10. Wood, 2 pieces behind that 3. Everything except the 7. All right, it's a 9. That puts him at 122. He needs 7 pins in order to hit 400 and get another $100 in bonus money. That did it. He's over 400. 401. And a spare. There's more. 140. 140 and a 409. Another $50 for winning that third string. He won all of them. And he'll get first try at our high-low jackpot, which is worth $1,375. The final score again. Steve Renaud, our defending champion, 411. Today's challenger, John Miller, 372.
783 is the total, both bowlers combined. And since I have a moment here, and that, as you know, we're on the new station, and some folks are seeing us perhaps for the first time and wondering what the home viewer jackpot or the Candlepin jackpot is all about, asking your folks at home to send in cards, not letters, please, and asking you to take a chance to take a guess at what you think the total pinfall would be, both bowlers combined, on a day that you would hope that I would choose your card. Now, we limit you, please, to postcards only, and 1 card per person per day is the maximum that's allowed. And all cards are thrown away after somebody wins. $50 is added to the jackpot weekly until somebody does walk away with it. But, of course, we allow you 10 pins either side, so that 783 actually becomes a 773 to a 793. And if I reach in here and draw your card, even if it's nowhere near the 773 or the 793, it doesn't matter, because you will be rewarded with several prizes. For example, today, these prizes.
2 cassette tapes from RCA Records. First, the latest album from America's favorite singer, Kenny Rogers. They don't make them like they used to. And from Samantha Fox, her latest album, Touch Me. And Monsieur Houbigant Musk Cologne. Primal appeal below the level of consciousness makes it the world's most wanted musk. Stirring and sophisticated. No musk like it from Houbigant. And a Hyponex plant food gift set. Contains fine quality Hyponex care products. Grow bigger, hardier plants with Hyponex. Hyponex makes houseplants grow like crazy.
Here's the address for those cards. Please send it to Candlepin Bowling, WCVB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, zip code number 02192. All right, let's mix these up a little bit now. And we're going for anywhere from 773 to 793. It's $100 in there for this one. Okay. Let's see what we have here. And this guest comes from Virginia Chadwick of Rochester, New Hampshire, who received those prizes. However, her guest is $750, so we will be adding another $50, and we'll have $150 in this jackpot next week. Speaking of jackpot, Steve, $1,375 to knock down just 3 little pins. All right, John. done, huh? Okay. John, you stay here, please, and Steve right behind him, okay? Well, listen, it took you a year and a half to get. Don't take that long the next time, will you?
I'll try not to. And if I come back, I'll try to throw a little bit better ball, too.
Well,
threw a better ball today. I was throwing flat ball.
I was looking at that first time when you were a student and you came on our program. It's 10 weeks in a row, huh?
Yeah, well, that's when I was lucky and I knew how to ball.
Now you're older and you're forgetting.
Right, now I'm older and I'm getting 15 hours or whatever.
Okay, well, anyway, you had $300 plus $50 in bonus money, and you get the smaller trophy from the Ace Trophy Company. But it's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you, Don. Always a pleasure to be here.
Good luck with Pamper a Pet.
Thank you very much. Nice ball.
All right, Steve. I would imagine it gives you a kind of a big kick to beat a John Miller, because growing up in your area there, you're very much aware of those guys from Springfield, and you've heard of his name for a long time, been watching the program and so forth. So it gives you a big kick. All right, let's see. You are our marks of the day, so you get the $50 gift certificate from True Value Hardware Stores. And let's see, you had $700 for winning, plus $350 in bonus money. Very, very nice. And now, as a reward, we're going to give you as a challenger the former World Candlepin Bowling Congress Pro Bowler of the Year. Dicko's title to be your challenger next week. Another fun match. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
We'll look forward to seeing you next week, too, as Dicko's title challengers our champion, Steve Renaud. Don Gillis for the whole crew. Bye-bye, everybody.